tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, cause I don't fucking care.
Hey, what is up you guys, this is Nacho here and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video we're going to be doing some god spots on the map Terminal, and first and foremost I want to give a huge shout out to the stream squad. Look at your comment right now on the screen, see if you guys can find yourselves, but thank you guys for giving me the idea to make this video, and a huge shout out goes to stream squad. So let's get right into it, boys. Now this first spot is really great for whenever you're trapped down on this spawn. If you have C flag and domination, you would usually spawn down here and be trapped. People will be sitting up there. People will be sitting up there waiting for you to come out. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just run this way, or they'll just run around the corner this way. And either way, you're still in a really hard advantage, or really a huge disadvantage to anybody who's up there. So what do I do to get out of the situation? Easy. Whenever I'm spawning out here, what I like to do is I like to use my boost to jump up to this orange wall. Then I usually jump to this and jump straight across. A lot of people don't seem to realize that you can actually wall run that. You will catch a lot of people up here off guard, a lot of people who are over here off guard, because a lot of the times when you're spawn trapped, a lot of people will only be watching down there. So when they see you cross that way, they're not going to be looking for you up here. They're going to be looking for you down on the ground. So a lot of the times when you do this, it's super surprising. And you can do this the same also if they're spawning down there and let's say they're waiting for you to come up. I usually hit this high wall run and I just run across and I get them all and surprise them all and get easy kills. Now this next spot is pretty useful if you're trying to stay off of the ground on this side of the map. A lot of people don't seem to realize you can actually wall run the airplane. What I'll do is I'll usually jump out right here and then I'll just wall run this and then I'll just continue along with this wall run. And what this does is if people are waiting for you at the back of the plane, they will never see you coming. What they'll do is they'll be pre-aiming you down here, and then when you're wall running that, you can usually get the jump on them and get an easy kill on the people camping back here. Another spot I find really useful is over here towards the middle of the map in this major hallway, which is a huge choke point for Terminal. Now you guys know a lot of the times people will be camping in this room waiting for you to come, or people will camp in here shooting security, or people will come on this side and wait for you in the hallway. Now how do you avoid being seen when you want to cross this hallway? Now what I like to do is you can actually wall run the top part of this wall and be unseen. So a lot of people don't seem to realize this, but what I do is I just grab this wall run and as you can see you're completely out of view and you cross that. Now a lot of people always ask me, how do I cross from one side to the other without ever being seen? It's simple. This is all you do. You literally go right over it and you're free to go and you can flank them and people will never expect it. I do that all the time, come all the way around and I just come up behind them to get the easy kill. Now another thing you could do on this spot is actually camp on top of this thing and wait for people to come out. When people are coming out from blue room, they will never look up here, because if you see in your perspective, if you're in here, if you're running out, it looks like there's not going to be anybody up there. You can't even stand up there. As you run out, you literally can't even see the person. So this is a great little hiding spot, just jumping up here. And keep in mind, this only works for maybe 1 or 2 kills, because then the enemies will get smart. But I sometimes like to camp up here, get like 1 or 2 free kills when they run into the hallway blindly, and then continue on with my day. Another great wall run I like to do is over here located by the security terminal boost. And this is whenever I want to make my way towards C flag. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll run this way towards the sushi restaurant and just flat out run this way. And the reason I don't like to do that is because if people are on this head glitch, 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose this gunfight. So what I like to do instead is I actually like to grab this high wall run and then just chain this all the way to the other side. And I normally jump off around this point and I jump out at people who are head glitching right here. People never expect that. Like I said, if they're pre-aiming, they're going to be pre-aiming down here and they're not going to be pre-aiming up there. Likewise, if you know that they're spawning over in security, I also grab this high wall run, do the exact same thing except the other way, and then just jump out at people who are spawning out over here. Now this one might seem pretty stupid, but it's honestly helped me out a lot of times, so I hope you guys will find a use for it. A lot of the times when they're spawning in security, if you kill them a couple of times, they're just going to camp you out and wait for you. What I like to do is I like to sit behind this pillar, and if you have a UAV up, it makes it a lot easier. But if you jump up, you can actually see through the glass of this little like plant thing, and you can actually shoot through it as long as you don't have an energy weapon. If you have a regular bullet weapon, your bullets will go straight through it. As you can see, it literally goes right through it, and you can just shoot enemies through that and they will never expect like what the hell happened. Like you can just jump up, people will look at you, and you can just try to gun them before you touch the ground. Another spot that I found pretty useful in my days of playing on Terminal is actually located right here, and it's actually like kind of a secret head glitch. You can actually go around these crates and just sit behind this, and I know it seems kind of dumb and it seems pretty pointless, but a lot of the times if you know enemies are over here on this side of the building on the inside, you can usually just wait for them on this head glitch right here, and people will never expect you to be here. And obviously it looks like you would fall off, but you can actually just sit here and it's a really good head glitch. Another thing I like to do over here by the B flag and domination is when I know they're spawning on C flag and I can't can't like peek my head because there's people head glitching on the window, so I know I'm gonna lose a gunfight. What do you do so you can get some intel on the enemy and see where they're going? Now, as you guys can see, there's a wall over here to my left, and I never see anybody do this, and I do it all the time. If you jump up, you can literally just sit on the wall, and if you get behind this blue thing, they cannot shoot you, and if you jump up, you can see all the enemies as they cross out, so you'll be able to tell if they're going this way to the right, so you can call them out to your enemies. But I do this all the time. I'll literally just post up right here, wait for people to run by. They will never expect you to be here, and you can just gun them literally as they run up the stairs. Super easy and super free kills. And this is also another great way to kill people on the top 3, because if you're down here and you're trying to kill that person, it's really hard to shoot up at them. But if you're on the eye level with them, it's super easy to gun them, and they never expect it. And I've shown you guys an infected spot in most of my God spots videos, so I figured I'd show you guys my favorite one on the map terminal, and people are never find me. I'm usually always the last one alive, so if you guys play a lot of infected, this will definitely be for you. So you want to make your way over to the sushi restaurant, and as you can see, there are 2 plants over here on the side. All you literally want to do is jump up on them, crouch, and then just find a spot where you can prone, and that's it. Literally, your body will blend in with the plant, so if you're an infected, you'll see tons of zombies literally just run past you on the left, and once you're last man standing, I usually just jump out, and then I just try to gun as many zombies as I can before they eventually take me out. Another thing I like to do by this side of the map is I actually like to use this pillar in order to get high wall runs or get some intel on the enemies. So what I'll do is, if I know they're trying to come from over here, if I'm trying to get an idea if they're over there, I'll usually just grab this wall, use it, and then just boost off of it, and then that way you only need 1 boost. That way you'll know if you see any enemies down there. You can kind of figure out whether you want to push this side, you want to push this right side. You know, you can basically figure out your next course of action from the intel you get off of wall running this thing. And likewise, you can also do it on the other side for the sushi. Now, I mentioned this one earlier in the video, but this is just on the other side of the blue room. If you want to cross here because you know people are watching but you don't want to be seen, all you gotta do is hit the high wall run, and then bam, you are scot-free and they will never see you cross. That will do it for my terminal God spots. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Let me know in the comment section below what map you guys would like to see next. As always, my name is Papa Nacho. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to join Nacho Nation, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation.